Manpreet and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be about self-help book suggestions. A lot of you think that I only read fiction, which is completely not true because fiction is something which I talk about a lot on internet, but I do read a lot of self-help books as well. So in this video I'm going to tell you about some self-help books which I think you should read, and if you are a beginner who is thinking of reading a self-help genre, or if you just need some more book suggestions, this video is going to be helpful for you. So let's get started. There are 12 books which I'm going to suggest you right now. Not every book is supposed to be meant for you, so you have to choose which book is meant for you, and once you have made that decision after watching this video, do let me know in the comments down below which book you are going to read for yourself. So the first set of books which I think you should read is the books from Robin Sharma, Pact. So Robin Sharma is like one of the most popular self-help gurus right now, and his books are really effective. So I got this collector's edition from Flipkart and it costed me for like rupees 1300. Its actual cost is approximately 2000 rupees, but I got a discount. If you are a beginner with self-help genre, I think you should read the books which I'm going to tell you after this. Okay, so these are the books which these are like 4 books which I want you to read if you are a beginner. So the first one is like the book which is a must read by everyone, whether you like self-help books or whether you don't like them. This book is the one for you. This is Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So this book is written in a sort of fable. So there are two people who are having a conversation, and through that conversation there are a lot of life lessons which you can learn, and this book is really interesting. You should start with these 2 books by Robin Sharma. This is Discover Your Destiny, which is a blueprint for living your best life. That's what's written here. Okay, so the second book is The Secret Letter, which is a fable about living your best life from the monk who sold his Ferrari. So there is one more book which is like Who Will Cry When You Die, and you must have heard about that book too, and that is also very awesome. I don't have it right now. I'm reading that book currently, and I somehow forgot that while coming here at my house. So these are the books which are not exactly self-help, because they are not telling you exactly you should do this, you should do that. This is like a story where you have to get your own lessons. So these are the books which can be easily read by a beginner, so you should start with these ones if you are a beginner. And the next set of books which I think you should read is these ones. So these are the books in which they have different chapters where the author have shared different kind of stories or experiences. Now the thing about these kind of books is that if you try to read these books in one go, like I tried to read this one in one go and I completely got nothing out of it, and I don't know if it's like the right sentence, but yeah, I got nothing out of this book because I read it in one go, and this is not how you're supposed to read these kinds of books. The way you should read them is take up one chapter, read it, and spend your entire day or spend few days thinking about that chapter and trying to implement the lesson you learned from that chapter, and that's how they are actually going to help you. So if you are just thinking of reading a book just for the sake of reading a book, then you can read it in one go. But if you really want to improve your life through these self-help books, you have to read it like slowly and while implementing the things as you learn. These are the 2 books, The Greatness Guide and The Greatness Guide 2. In this, the author has shared his experiences, as he experiences them. Okay, so these are like really good books if you read them the right way. So the next one is this Daily Inspiration. I really like the way this book has been written. So if you want something to inspire you every single day of the year, you must read this book. So this book has like, for every day there is a small lesson which you have to implement in your life, and that is really cool, especially if you're looking for some inspiration. So next 2 things, next 2 books are this Family Wisdom and Mega Living. If you're a person who is like having some difficulties with the relationships with friends, family, anyone, this book might help you out, and I seriously need to read this book. And this one is like Mega Living. So this is also 30 days to perfect life. So you have lessons for 30 days, and the author claims that you can change your life in 30 days. Let's see if that happens in actual. Okay, so there is one more book which I left from this one, is Leadership Wisdom. So it's actually like the family wisdom. So if you want to be a good leader in your life or in your profession, this is the books you must read. And okay, so this is the whole pack So you know which are the books which you must read if you are a beginner, and which are the books which you must read in the way I told you if you really want to get help from self-help books. Okay, so there are 2 more books in which I am going to suggest you right now, and I cannot find them. Okay, yeah, there they are. So this is the book which I actually stole from my cousin's library. So this is Success Through Positive Thinking by S.P. Sharma. This is like the best book I've ever read. You know, I have this thing in me. You might think that she's very passionate about her work, or you might think that she keeps on working, but I have to deal with negativity and the situations where I just feel like I am just good for nothing, and in those situations this book is always there for me. I actually keep it with me all the time. So this is like a really good book, and I think you should read it and again read it and again read it, because this is gonna help you all the time. So in case you just don't like Robin Sharma, go with this book. Now the next book which I'm going to suggest you is also a set of books. I am going to just show you one name here. So this is the name which you must read here. So this is Paulo Coelho. So basically he writes fiction or philosophy, but one of the best lessons which I have learned in my life are from his books Brida and 11 Minutes. And it's like really awesome, with the self-help genre. Many people say self-help genre is not a good thing to read, or it doesn't help at all. That is because they just don't know how to read it, or they just don't know how to take up those lessons. So this book is sort of written in that way where you can get a lot of lessons. So instead of reading it like a whole story, you should question every part of this book, like if she did this, so why did she do it? And if you start questioning every aspect of these kind of books which Paulo Coelho writes, I think you are gonna get the best lessons in your life, and your life is going to be improved a lot. And I seriously changed after reading his 2 books, Brida and Paulo Coelho, like Brida and 11 Minutes, and my thinking seriously changed, and that is because of these books. And I will seriously suggest you to read these books. These are not self-help, but these are the best self-help books you can ever get. So this is it, guys. There is an important announcement as well which I wanted to tell you guys. So basically this channel is Life of Manpreet, where I am supposed to share anything I want to, but to give a little structure to this channel, I have decided that I am going to talk about books on every Wednesday. Please note it down. I'm going to talk about books on every Wednesday, and if you are watching this video, you do like books and you have to see all the videos which I come up with in future. Comment down below with the books you are thinking to read, and if you have read any of these books, do let me know about your reviews regarding these books, because I haven't personally read all of these books. I know what's in them. I have read like a few pages of these books. I'm gonna read them all completely whenever I get time. So you tell me which books you are going to read, and you tell me if you have read any of these books, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and wait for next Wednesday. Till then, this is Manpreet signing off.